with me, I can come to you. Tell me when. Pair up with me, I can run on you. In the end, I write a promise in pencil, but my loyalties in pen. Use a mistake as a crooked stencil, then we trace it back again. From the mainland to the island of violence, it was the same plan for a while. Decided to send me up and rip you out of your seat. You see, in a city with no entrance, there is not a retreat. I'm wondering what you thought would happen, who you thought I would be. Was this a side swipe, or did you picture this in a dream? Buckle down, this is possibly the furthest we've reached. Now move it up, it's a breach.
Yo, what up, Buzz fan? We back with another Beers and Bars video, or Beers and Bars album reaction.
Yeah, album reaction, yo. We got that 21
Pilots.
New one.
I'm Casey.
Yes, it's Court.
Yo, so Buzz fam, as y'all know, some of y'all saw, we reacted to this song a couple days ago when it dropped with the music video and everything. So if you want to see our full breakdown reaction of that, go check it out. But we told y'all that the vinyl was in the mail on that one. So we got it in the mail yesterday. We got it spun up over here. As you can see, coming in some fancy.
Oh yeah.
I felt like cloth coming. I was like, man, they going all out for this one.
Yeah, for
so
real.
It's super dope. Obviously, this one coming in like crazy, like right off the rip. And I'm very curious now to see, because we saw how it kind of ended, right?
Yeah, that's right though. You know, it was kind of just like either, you know, I mean, because it's just like with Tyler like becoming Nico or whatever,
right?
Though,
like, does it start over, or are we just abandoning the storyline from like the lore and stuff, and we're gonna start something totally new? Yeah. Because it looked like Josh was taking over. You know, the good fight or whatever. Yeah. And so you're gonna have to let us know what y'all think, or if it's if there's a bunch of it broken down in the next songs to come. It looks like it's a bit of a shorter album from them. With like 13 songs or whatever, but like definitely looking forward to it. If you guys are new here, welcome to the Buzz fam. For those of you who don't know, we have to cut it up over here on YouTube because otherwise it gets blocked. So if you want the uncut version, go check it out on the Patreon. The full reactions uncut, no cut up, because otherwise it just gets blocked. We can't even upload it. And if you saw our reaction to the video, we even have to put like a watermark over the top of it and stuff like that so they don't get blocked, even when we're pausing it during the thing. So welcome again.
Yeah. Yep. And let's go ahead and get into Rawfear.
Indeed. Cheers.
Sounds of empty Uzis. Life is just forever nipping hills, never slowing down. Rawfear moves me. Sounds of empty Uzis. Life is just forever gripping feels, never slowing down. You know it scares me. Not stupid, go. Wait, who's the new kid? Nico. Not getting stronger. And now I can't seem to sit still any longer. Life is just for
goodness.
Like this one is like, I feel like there's like an undertone in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
That they're talking about, right? But at the same time, like it feels upbeat.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're talking about like Rawfear moves me. Sound of empty Uzis.
Yeah, man. It's just kind of, I don't know, like what I'm getting though, it's just that, it's just like his fear or whatever. It's just like, it's kind of like a motivator in a way though, It's kind of like a negative type of motivator, I guess. So, but it's like keeping him on his toes though, And wow, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like 21 Pilots is a lot of times like one of those like groups or bands or whatever that you listen to and you're like, oh wow, they like this sounds like amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But they have so many layers to like what they do that you can get distracted real quick.
Yeah.
By like the instrumental and the music and the way that they make their whole thing. That you're like, oh wait, I'm missing what he's saying, like or what he. Like what he's actually like the words, like I hear the words, but like I'm missing the meaning at the same time, like when you're going through it. So we're gonna have to come back to this one, I think, because I was definitely in the zone with the music more than the verse.
Yeah, man,
on
and
this
it's
one.
like especially like when the tempo sped up like near the bridge though. I was like, okay, I wasn't expecting that right there, and then just how everything just kind of just like I went with the music there, man. It was dope, man. Yeah.
Yep. Because I liked how he talks about like like. All this kind of fear, like all these things that scare me and all this stuff. Like I kind of like know it's stupid, but like at the same time, like it's part of me. And then like, wait, who's the new kid? You know what kills me? Like not getting stronger. So like I don't know if like how he's like referring is like he's referring to himself and like he's seeing himself like, wait, who's this new kid? Like who's this new version of me? Or is it like, you know what I mean? Kind of thing. Yeah. All right, Buzz fam, let's keep it going.
Yeah. So we about to get in the drum show.
I think we did this one.
Yeah, man. I think I remember.
I think this is the one where they were playing in the back of his car, right?
Yeah.
The back of the minivan.
Yeah. But like on this one, So So this one right here was showcasing, Josh and everything.
Josh's
man,
skills.
like doing this thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Skater kind of music vibes.
Putting on a drum show. Complete a checklist for today. Now they have to let you out of your cage. Feeling stuck between a rock and a home. Two places you do not want to go. He's putting on a drum show. Even now, he'll take the longer way home. Even now, he'll never ever say so. He drives fast just to feel it, drives fast just to feel it. He drives slow if the song's not over. Drown it out, drown it out. I've been this way. I want to change. I've been this way. I want to change. He's putting on a drum show. Even now, he'll take
Yo, this one's so much fun, like to kind of like listen to, but at the same time, like we're talking about with the undertones, and they're talking about like you're stuck between a rock and a home, right? Like the home is the hard place.
Yeah, man.
Right?
And that's insane, man. I mean, just to think that is, I'm think that it's really like that though,
Right.
It's just like really, and it's like that home, like you can't really call home because of the fact that it's like that though.
Yeah,
You know, it is a hard place.
That's your hard place, and that's why you're driving home slow, or you're like waiting for the radio. Like if your song's on, you ain't like pulling in the driveway.
Yeah, that's right.
You going around the block twice.
Yeah, that's right though. You know, and it's just like in a way though, you know, it's just like hearing them drums or just like hearing that song. It's just kind of like, you know what though, like it's like you're a medicine in a way though. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. It's like kind of just like getting your fix though, like before you have to face, you know, what's going on, reality, you know, at home or whatever. Yeah, this is like a pretty deep song, man. Like,
Yo, really 100%. Like I really like that the way that they really showcase Josh's ability to play the drums, and he's doing all that thing. He's getting crazy in there. Yeah. But then at the same time, like Tyler's got all of his like synth wave stuff coming in, and this is one of the ones I think that would be really cool to see live. Yes, it would, man. And just also, man, you know, like I'm seeing how they like created everything. I think that would be like really cool just to be a fly on the wall. Just like I'm seeing how they just put this whole entire thing together, though. You know? That would be super cool. All right, what do we got next? Garbage. A little garbage? Nah, man, it's garbage. Garbage. yeah. Don't worry, dad jokes are free, bus fam. Don't have to pay any extra. Yo, so the outro right there. So this song gave me two different kind of vibes, and I'm sure I'll get plenty of hate for saying this. The outro gave me like U2 kind of vibes a little bit, right? Just like a little bit, like the way that he gets like that shouty kind of voice, like a projection thing going on. The piano riff, like in the middle there, at like the bridge or whatever, like this is gonna ruffle some feathers, I think. Mad Coldplay vibes. Just the way that they were like the tempo, the way they played the piano and like bridged it into the next thing, and not the whole song like the whole or anything crazy, right? But like the way that they were using that gave me some like Coldplay vibes. Just I kind of hear where you're going with that right there. There was something else that, you know, it was reminding me of. There was a song that came out. Damn, I don't know the name of the artist, but I remember it was on the Cruel Intentions soundtrack that. You know, like it had a violin, just like the strings going though, but it kind of like reminded me of something like that. So, you know, but yeah, this is like one of them songs right there, like where, you know, I'm definitely gonna have to go back and listen to again though, because of the fact that I was locked into like what was going on just with the instrumental. It was just like amazing though, you know, just like with the constant piano playing though, just like those riffs there. And then just hearing that constant guitar riff up under, you know, it was just, I mean, dude, just like how all of that stuff was like layered in together though, like that with the bass,
and then just like with the recorded strings that was going on in the background too as well, man. Yeah, man, this was like really powerful, man. And
well, here's the thing, Corp.
Yeah.
At song number 4, I'm gonna have to say that this album is the happiest cry for help I have ever heard.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
this song talking about I feel like garbage. If you get close to me, I'm gonna lash out. I'm coming for you. Like I'm gonna rip your arm off, kind of thing. He's talking about like I'm running at 20%. Like I was a young kid. I was bright eyed and bushy tailed. Like what happened to that guy? Like that kid is long gone. Like I can't even like function anymore.
Oh, man, just like talking about like being lost to and everything. And
right.
Just,
And so like the sound is like so like.
Yeah, man.
Uplifting, like
it's
you know what I mean? And then like what he's saying is like,
man, like how can I make him just like feel like cool and calm and just drive to this though, without feeling, down. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I could just like put these lyrics.
That's like when somebody says to you,
this,
I'm living the dream with a big smile on their face, and you can see they're in pain.
Yeah.
Like, you're like,
that's right.
Let me help you. Like, what is happening right now?
Yeah, man.
Definitely. And like it kind of goes with like the way the first song, right? With like Tyler getting turned into like Nico. I don't know that it has anything to do with that, but like I like that the way the album is structured in such a way where it's like is probably how people would have been feeling if they just lost their leader.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like a lot of these different kind of like breakdowns that they got going on here. Like I'm stuck in like if you had your follower, now you're stuck in between the rock, which could have been like that tower or whatever, right? The city walls, and going back home to where you were already trying to escape. Like, and I'm sure that metaphor is not part of this at all, but like just the kind of like that bridge, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah. And it's just like kind of like in between and everything like that, or just like maybe like him, taking on. Like as far as like how he became Nico or whatever though, like maybe
like I feel like garbage.
Maybe it is at a point to like where he is feeling like that though. I don't know. Could be not.
Yep.
No.
Because people in the comments for that one were talking about all kinds of different like theories about it. Like I think this is his internal struggle, like going back and forth, and he's like playing through it and all these different thoughts. So like, Plus Fam, let us know what you guys think or how you interpret the album and each song along the way.
Oh yeah, so we're about to get into the contract. Well, he signed it. He already signed.
He signed it.
Yeah, garbage.
The contract was trash.
Yeah.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't think necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't think that's crazy. How you know that? I keep myself up. That's maybe how you know that.
It's so interesting because the order of the album, like I got to go back and rewatch that video because that I felt like that video should have come before the city walls, and maybe it does like in the lore, but it doesn't in the album. I'm not sure.
I don't know, man. Or is it?
Or is it now that
or is it backwards?
Or is it being run back or something? Yeah. Or like played back or whatever. Because like I owed you this contract and all this kind of stuff makes me kind of feel like part of it makes me feel like he's accepted the fact that now he's Nico, right? From just like listening. But like the fact that he's already Nico, or like he's still battling those inner demons after he became Nico.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the video if he was still Tyler in that video. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Definitely got to go back and watch that right there.
Buzz fam, drop a comment down below because now I'm like misremembering because we've watched so many of these videos now.
Yeah, man, because I don't know, like it got me. Damn, I don't know, like was he like a ghost up himself in that?
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of confused about.
Yeah, man.
Or maybe, yeah.
Definitely got to go back. Definitely got to go back and check out.
100%. But from the way that this sounds is that he, like, without seeing the videos, like if I hadn't seen the videos, I would think that, like he's kind of like going down that path now, right? Like he's getting to the point where like he's sleep deprived and he's losing his fight, and he's like the contract is coming. Like Nico's trying to like take him on and like turn him into one of the Niners and all this kind of stuff, or have him become the Niners. And so like he like kind of sold his soul in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, Buzz fam, let's continue. I think this is the last one on this side, maybe.
Got to get into downstairs.
Hiding in the basement.
The process like I doubt the start.
So this one, I feel like it's like a turning point in the album, but I don't know where it's going.
Yeah, man. Like it kind of, yeah, man. It's, you know what? I'm kind of just like one of those either way type of things, man. And just with him, just trying to just, I don't know, like to me, just like I'm sounding like he's like trying to hide, trying to hold, like all that he's feeling inside and stuff like that, though, just trying to just like press it down, like where like nobody could see it, though, like where,
to me, it feels more like that's where he feels safe.
Yeah.
Like he's in the basement. He can wear his heart on his sleeve down there. He is
it's like
like a recluse from the world and all this kind of stuff. And that got me thinking, this is going to be like real far fetched, but then it made me think like maybe, and this is a big maybe, that Nico and the Niners is the real world and he's hiding from it. And he's telling himself that the real world is danger or a monster or whatever, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So
but he's using that to shield himself from it or to give himself like a reason to not be part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be the case though, because out there, like in the world, like what do you have? You have all the doubt, you have all the fear, you have like everything out there. Like that's
right.
What you're walking out into. Like you're walking out to like the uncertainty, the the doubt, the
fear,
and
man,
it's
the
just
tragedy
like
and everything that exists in the real world, right?
And it's like if you keep yourself like locked down, like you won't have to be exposed,
right? But at the same time, like the real world would care about you enough to want you to be part of the real world, even though it's hard. But if you like find yourself in a situation where like you can't process that properly, you might end up in the sort of thing in which you see the real world or these people as like trying to destroy you or
very well,
and they're not able to reach you, right? Because you're trying to fight them.
Yeah.
And in your mind, you're fighting the good fight. You're fighting for hope.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But like in a way, what if he is fighting the good guy or whatever?
Right.
Like, what if he's
fighting the people that are trying to help him along? Yes.
So, but he's seeing it as
he's seeing it as demons or whatever, right? Because like you see that, right? Like where like you're trying to help somebody help themselves, but they can't see it that way.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Buzz fam, we about to flip the disc. We'll be right back. Let us know how crazy our thought process is and everything like that in the comments.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're way off. That's what we do. We drink beer.
Yeah.
We listen to music.
Yeah.
We talk to y'all.
Buzz fam, check this out. We back. We are back.
We're getting some voices.
Yeah. Robot voices, that is.
It's the AI year.
Yeah. The year of the AI.
Siri? Is that you?
No, man, that's Alexa.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There could be so many meanings for that.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
you find solace in the robots that are in his life, right?
Yeah. Or like it's just like maybe like his inner voice, kind of like telling him what to do, or just kind of just like how like everything's like robotic or whatever, like as far as like they're like shaped to be perfect or whatever, though, you know what I mean? And it's just like his inner voice is like, hey, look, if you do it this way, like it'll be the perfect way, or just like the best way, or like, you know what I mean? So
that could be.
So, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of like taking that from it, though, I think. Yeah.
This one to me, honestly, and I'm only saying this because I was watching football and I saw a commercial. And I almost never see commercials because I don't watch TV except for football.
Yeah.
And so I saw a commercial, and I think it was Tom Hanks. I'm not certain. I think it was Tom Hanks. He's got a movie coming out where he is like saving a robot, or he's like, the sun is too powerful or something, like his skin was burning in the sun. So I was like, is this a vampire movie? But it's daytime. It was weird. But he was like treating a robot like it was his kid. Yeah. And I almost feel like this song could be part of that movie.
Could be something like that.
You know what I mean? And so like it's here in this album because they got asked to make a song, and they're tying it in to like what's going on with the rest of the album here. Mm-hmm. But like we might be reaching because like we feel like it's supposed to like fit in perfectly with everything else, and it might be meant for something else.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. Buzz fam, I'm sure you all know what's going on with that. If you guys know what that movie is, drop it in the comments down below. But let's keep rolling.
Yeah, that's what we about to get the center mass.
No. People have different definitions for center mass.
Targets.
Yeah, I think I'm curious for it.
This was pretty interesting, man.
I got two thoughts of this. Thought A is that Tyler is like waking up in his new skin as Nico. Mm-hmm. Like if this was part of it, I don't know if this is part of the lore, but if it is, he's kind of waking up in his new skin, and he's kind of trying to hide it or like shrink down because like he's ashamed that he succumbed to the dark side, right? Like the tattoos, like the darkness, like he's trying to cover up his hands, cover up his neck, and do all this kind of stuff, right? Or side B, my thought B is that it's starting to affect Josh because Josh took over as the lead role, right? Like what we saw, and now he's starting to get
so
the tattoo, so like the darkness,
because Tyler's already like Nico like
right.
He's in the skin of Nico already though, so so it's just kind of just like one of the things like with Josh though. I mean, just like the feeling or just like the fear, the doubt, all that stuff is contagious enough to spread to Josh or whatever.
I feel like anyone that's leading it
feels that pressure,
and is being
so it's like
Nico is
pressure, though,
they're getting it from Nico.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Kind of like makes sense though, because it's like whoever's chosen for that role.
Yep.
And then probably like the other Nico before was probably somebody who was just like Tyler, on the road to try to find. And it's just like it kind of seems like this is starting to be Yeah, so it's like an ongoing fight.
And so that's where I think that could be like side B.
What do y'all think?
Buzz fam, you're gonna have to drop a comment down below because I don't think there's a video for this one, but I feel like this one's getting a video.
Sounds like it should though.
Like I feel like just like the way that they do that, but I like the way that they play on the word choice, right? With like you're shrinking down and like you're trying to reduce the size of your center mass. You're trying to, and actually that makes more sense with it being Josh is like because he is now being targeted by somebody who used to know him well, and he's trying to shrink down his vulnerability points against somebody who knows his heart, right?
Yeah. Or
because Tyler knew his heart. He was led by Tyler. Yeah. And now Tyler could use that Nico, right? Could use that against him.
Yeah. Or it could also be, and this is probably like way the hell off. I mean, like way off. Since Tyler is Nico now, though, and maybe like Tyler is fighting internally with like the whole mind state of Nico or whatever, and it's just like kind of okay, like my only way out of this is like maybe Josh is gonna have to like take me out, and like he has an aim center mass or whatever, in order to take me out. Cause it's like the only weakness, though, So that could, I don't know, but yeah, like
interesting.
Yeah, probably way off, way off. But
that seems like extra. Now we're getting into some like Hollywood Inception kind of craziness coming in here.
Yep. Okay, y'all, we about to get into Cottonwood.
Yeah.
Can't believe you're gone for good. Someone chopped you down. Thought you'd just fall in the woods, but she heard that sound. No, I don't remember catching I've been catching my reflection already looking.
So this one for me, Corey, this is telling me that it is Josh, because he's tore up about the thought like of his friend being turned, right? And he's like looking at his own reflect, like he's like he's like internalizing everything that's coming to be.
Yep. Yeah, man.
Because like he relates Tyler to that tree, right? That tree was like a signal of hope, and they chopped you down. You weren't just some like weak tree that got blown down by the wind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They chopped you down, and now like we got to start over.
Got to plant that seed again.
You got to plant a seed again.
Yeah.
We got to regrow the tree, and I'm that tree. And then when I look in the mirror, it's already looking at me. It already knows that I have to be better, like, right? Like, and like, I'm not ready. Like, he kind of like feels like he's not ready for that.
And it's just kind of like also too, hey, just like look at, Tyler's journey, up into the point to like where he was turned, though,
right?
It's kind of, like looking at what happened to him and just thinking, okay, look, like maybe we could do like a few things a little bit differently, or like whatever. It's like maybe like we could get us to the point to like where we can overcome everything, and be victorious in the end. Maybe, who knows?
It is. Yeah, it is interesting. I think that he in this song is feeling like a weight, a sense of loss from like losing his friend and like having him get chopped down, but then also a sense of weight from the fact that now he has to shoulder the burden.
Yeah. It was like the pressure, and it's like with that pressure, like with that burden, comes.
There's only one way.
Yeah, that's true though.
Only one way to go, but
then after that, it's like kind of like, do I have what it takes to lead everybody though? And and then so it's like everything's gonna kind of creep in with him maybe too though, because
No, I was only saying one way because it's the next song.
Yeah. Well, that is one way to put it though.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
Those little like creepy things are definitely in this video.
But they say a system's coming in. The chances are high. And this is a Am I dreaming? If it's so, can I take back who I was before? If it's no, then all my dreams hit one way, and this is a one way, and this is a one way.
Hey, it's Josh. Call me back. I'm not opposed to one way going into Days Lie Dormant, but it does feel like quite a vibe change, and
So you were I'm saying about that reflection earlier, though. You know what I mean?
So that little outro made me twisted on this, because then at first I think I know where you're going, where you're talking about like it's going one way and like he's starting to accept that he's part of it, right?
Yeah.
And like the storm's coming behind him, so this is gonna be a one-way trip. We only got like one place to go. We got to fight the good fight. We got to carry on. We got to carry the hope and bring it forward, right? That's where I think you were going, unless I'm wrong.
Yeah. So I was, you know what? No, so I'm going in that direction though, you know, because of the fact that, you know, I think maybe in a way, you know, how I'm talking about the whole reflection thing, like I'm him like looking at himself or whatever. Though, you know, it's kind of, you know, just like within that reflection, like he's seeing Tyler. Maybe he's talking to himself. You know, saying, hey, you know what, like this is like the way that we got to go. Just like how like someone would talk to his spirit or whatever, or something like that. Like he's kind of talking to, you know, that voice or whatever, or that spirit, you know, that he's only seeing or whatever, saying, hey, you know what, like this is what we got to do now. This is what, hey, I'm this like the way we got to go. You know, we have to take this route now. So I know that's what I'm kind of getting from that right there.
But this album's called Breach. Right? And he says in his outro, yo, Josh, call me back.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not opposed to one way going on Days Lie Dormant. Which to me is hinting at the next album.
Or the next song.
Or the next song. But so is it going to be merged? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Could very well be.
Or did they break the two songs up? Because I did feel like this song was shorter.
Yeah. And I feel like at the end, like as he was talking though, like it just like went straight into Days Lie Dormant, you know?
So yeah, you're probably right. It's probably just, I didn't realize that was the name of the next song, because I was thinking, I was like, why would he say that? But that makes more sense if it's the next song, and the two vibes that we're about to hear what that song sounds like, right? Two vibes don't gel together.
Yeah.
That he would do that, and like this is a little just behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Of how they like are anticipating what the album, like how it should go. It sounds like Josh won this one because they split it up. Let's do it, Bus Fam. Now I gotta know if this should have been. Yeah, actually, before you drop it, should it have been one song, or should it not? So while we're listening, we're gonna answer. But Bus Fam, drop a comment down below. Should this have been one song, or is it better that it was split in half? And then we'll talk about that after we get.
Yeah.
We shall.
I'll never say no. So now I went frozen and distorted, robbed of my momentum and suspended in the air. My days lie dormant, it's feeling less important to waste my time inside a place you're not. Don't make me waste my love, it's everything I've got. Don't make me waste my love, it's everything I've got.
So
I definitely say keep them separate though.
Yeah, me too.
You know, definitely do that though. You know,
100%.
it's just like a nice little voicemail answering machine transition between the two though. You know, and it's like they obviously tie together though. You know, in some way.
Right.
But yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But no, I do like this, like the way that you get the behind the scenes, a little bit of like talking about how they're gonna put the album together, and then when they do that, they come in right off the rip, because I feel like that would have been a real heavy flip, like the way this one came in, like real heavy right off the start, you know, like coming out of the other one.
Yeah.
And so I like that they didn't try to like force that.
Yeah, and I like that too though. Well, you know, kind of just like a little break in between, and then just getting into that next part of it though. You know, it's just like the more rugged, like the more edgier side of it though.
Yeah.
You know,
I got a hot take, because this one kind of made me think of it, and I'm curious what you think, and I guess I'm curious what the Buzz fam thinks as well. But then 21 Pilots, now that we've listened to a ton of their music at this point, right?
Yeah.
Their following is, I would say, almost a cult. Like, right? Like,
Yeah. I think it's safe to say at this point.
devout would be
Yeah.
the nicer way to say it, I think. Like, don't get me wrong, Buzz fam, 21 Pilots fans are amazing, and by far the best fans of any fans I've ever seen. At least when I met some of y'all at a concert, like, I've never met a nicer group of fans ever. And with that said, I think that it is the way that they make their music that is so inviting and has so much meaning behind it is very like Taylor Swift-esque. Right? Because I never thought anything about, like, I always thought that Taylor Swift was like pop music on the radio.
Yeah.
And that's what I always thought about 21 Pilots. Until you started to like peel it back, right?
Yeah.
Like, why do 7 billion people like Taylor Swift, and why do so billion people like 21
Like
Pilots?
21 Pilots, yeah.
Right? Because once you start like delving into it more, you start getting like, oh wait, they mean way more than what they're alluding to. But they're able to make the songs so inviting, even if you're not listening to what they're saying.
Yeah, man. And then, you know, after you're in there though, you know, it's just like it, you know, like it creates like another layer for you though, you know, to where like you could actually sit down and, you know, live with the music though, you know, and then, you know, again, peel back that onion, and then, you know, find out, you know, just like all the layers in between and stuff though, you know. But it's like they build it though, you know, for one, you know, it invites you in though, you know, but also at the same time too, like they build it for the listener to live with it, man.
Right.
You know?
And you can come back and you can keep finding different meanings and different elements to it. And I really like when a musician is able to have an underlying meaning, what they meant it to be, but also you can take your own meaning from it.
Well, yeah.
Right. And it's difficult to make something where it's like, it's vague enough that it could mean multiple things, but it is direct enough that you can still understand what they're trying to get across.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And they do a really good job of that. All right, let's do it.
All right, so we're going to go to Tally.
Tally ho.
I I wanted to progress things. I wanted my soul set free. Lost it all at a discount. You and I both know this sound is story, 'cause we've seen it several times. It's kinda hard to know, is there a point at all, or should we cut the line? You wanna tally, I lost the count. You wanna love me, tally, I lost the count. You wanna love me, I let you down. Still now, you believe in me somehow. When I replay it in my mind, I see your heart break every time. Still now, you believe in me somehow.
Josh went crazy at the time. All right, so this one's pretty deep. I don't think it has anything to do with the lore or anything like that. If I'm wrong, Buzzham, drop a comment down below because I missed that message entirely. But I think it has to do with how he sees his relationship and he sees it incorrectly.
Very well, man.
Because I think, like, he thinks that, or like whoever the person, the singer is in this scenario, right? Like who he's portraying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thinks that the other person is keeping tally, keeping score.
Yeah.
Because maybe they say like, how many times are you going to do this? Like, or something like that, right? Like it feels like they're keeping score. But he says something in one of the verses that that talks about like that they're not keeping score, like that they are. And because I was kind of thinking of this, I was like, I feel like if you are keeping score of like what your partner is doing, like how many times do you take out the trash, or how many times do you do this, or how many times do you, it's already over at that point, because like like you should both be trying to like do whatever you can to help each other out. If you're not doing that, then you start to keep score. Like, how many times have you done this? And it sounds like he thinks that she's keeping score, but she keeps loving him anyway. And I think it's because she's not keeping score. She's asking how many times is it going to happen. And it feels like that's happening. Like the score is being kept, but it's not actually being kept.
That's right. Because like maybe he is just like taking it that way or whatever, because maybe he is taking offense to the, to like the I'm asking of how many times it's going to happen though, because, like maybe he's like realizing that, he is messing up in some type of way though. And then like that pride kind of like kicks in, with the like, what do you mean? Like, how many times is this going to happen though? Like, what are you doing? Like, are you keeping score or something?
But
or
then
like,
he realizes that he is messing up.
Yeah.
And then he gets in his own head and starts thinking like, oh, they're keeping score and like the tally is way out of whack. So I'm already doomed.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And instead of trying to fix what you're doing or like right your wrongs, you're worried about like, how many things do I need to do to make up for?
Yeah.
Like the tally being at like off
and
balance.
then it's kind of just like man. So it's kind of just like a reverse tally though. It's just like kind of like you're doing all the stuff that see, I'm doing all these things right though,
right.
Does this make up for all the times that I screwed up though,
And you're trying to like counteract or like do the thing like because you're keeping score. But if you're keeping score, you're missing the point entirely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're crazy. Like that's what I mean by like their songs are like they got like all this extra meaning like delved into it, right? Like
definitely.
All right, we got one more, Buzz fam.
Intention.
Coming after that tally.
Yeah, right. What are your intentions?
I like that beat too. And Josh went crazy on them toms that one part. He went nuts.
Starting it all once again. Did I learn a thing? Intentions are everything. Intentions will set you free. Just try to be.
That's how you end an album right there, Buzz fam. That's how you end an album. Y'all are out here spitting facts.
Yep. Did you learn?
Did you learn anything? But what's super awesome about this to me is that it ties in to the story, to the lore, right? But it also it stands alone.
Yeah.
And it follows the last song. Right? It like ties like a nice bow on the album experience because you're like talking about like intentions are everything. What was your intent? Why did you do the thing you did? If your heart is in a good place and your intent will show that, even if you fail, because you will, or if like you make a misstep because you probably will, right? But if your intentions were good, you keep moving
that's
forward.
What should count, though, and that's what what should count in the end, and that's probably why that song was made for the end because that should be like the overall wrap up of look, like this is these were my intentions, like this is
right, and but then it also ties into the lore in that like he was fighting the good fight, right, and he talks about having to start over at the very first line. He says, I'm starting it all over once again. Yeah. Right? Like, it's not the first time we've gone through this fight.
Though, So it's just like, it's like a little recap for him, though, Yeah, like, what have I learned? Like, what were the lessons learned?
Did I make it further
this whole time?
than I made it last time?
Yeah.
Did I learn from my mistakes? Did I bring more people forward with me? Did I bring more hope? Did I, like, what were my intentions? How did my intentions resonate? And what was my shortcoming so that I can learn from it and be better the next time?
Exactly.
And the fact that he put 3 messages, tied it into 3 different portions of his album on the last track.
Yeah.
Chef's
like
kiss right
on.
there.
That's like spot on for real. Spot on.
That was super money. Because I was thinking like through this album, like, I really like this album. This album to me in their catalog is like the To Pimp a Butterfly album for like for Kendrick, right?
Yeah.
To where like I have other albums I like better. Like I like to listen to better. Like I like Trench quite a bit after we just reacted to that like a couple days ago, right? I like Clancy quite a bit. Like a couple of the older ones, right? Like some of their originals, like like when you're like first learning about them and stuff like that, for like replayability.
Yeah, man. Like on this one, right here, It's that 21-year Scotch right here.
Yeah,
it's like the
that,
best thing since,
oh.
it's like so good though, but we got to make sure we save that for the good.
Yeah, you got to savor the flavor kind of thing.
Uh-huh. Yeah, definitely though,
It's super nice because you get the experience of them making multiple albums over at least a decade now, right?
Yeah.
Almost a decade and a half, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's been that long.
It's been a while. So like you start to get the experience and you start to like, they get to like look back on what they've made, where they've come from. And then they get to make an album that doesn't need to do numbers.
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't need to get like millions and billions of views per song and this and that. Right. They get to make an album that like has meaning and is going to like stand the test of time as a standalone album, kind of like To Pimp a Butterfly does in their catalog.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
still ties into what they've already been doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's just like these are two really intelligent individuals. I'm individuals though, man. And it's just like I'm like, it just makes you wonder though, like the amount of hours that is spent just like thinking about all this stuff, tying everything together, and just like thinking about, okay, like what are we gonna do for like the follow-on stories and stuff like that too. It's just really crazy though, Just
they must
like
have a really good process for which they spend time practicing their instruments, right?
Yeah.
And learning that kind of stuff and practicing or like trying new things. But then also just sitting down together or maybe with a team, I don't know, but like delving out like what it looks like to make the next thing. Like where are we going from here? And like piecing that together. And they clearly take a good amount of time in order to think out the process of what their next album is going to look like or where the vision is going for what they're making while still staying relevant. So they leave room for like what is relevant to fit into how they see their vision going forward.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Now, Buzz fam, if you made it this far, awesome. Go check out the Patreon so you can see the non-cut up version. Hit the subscribe button if you're here over on YouTube.
Yep. Yeah. See you on that next.
Peace.